What's the hardest part about dating in Miami?
The hardest part about dating in Miami is all the girls selling pussy. It's not dating no more.
Every girl is out here selling.
My cousins, my sisters, man, niggas' mamas, everybody out here in Miami, from the mamas to the daughters to the everybody selling pussy.
How the hell did you come to that conclusion?
Cause I done bought all the pussy in Miami.
So you buy?
I done bought Spanish pussy, black pussy, Chinese pussy, Australian pussy, European pussy, fucking, like, dog, I done even bought fucking German pussy.
What happened to finding your wife, meeting her out, taking her on a date, and then seeing if something real happens?
That shit don't exist no more. That shit is extinct, bro, like dinosaurs. Wives is like dinosaurs, the is extinct. You either buying the pussy or you ain't getting it.
Is it that you see a girl and you're like, here's $2,000, come, let's go have fun?
I mean, you could go that way, where you just get the cash for the ass. But some girls, you buy them stuff, like you take them to Chanel, you take them out to the nice restaurants, you might buy them cars, you might pay their bills. It's like all kind of different ways to trick. I'm a trick.
You're a proud trick.
Trick or treat, give me something good to eat.
For people who don't know what tricking is, what does it mean?
Tricking is when you spend your money on the to get the pussy.
So why do you think there's a lot of shame in tricking?
Because niggas can't afford to do it.
That's it.
If you got enough money to buy some pussy, you gonna buy the pussy, bro.
Don't you know, want love one day?
I find love in buying pussy. I love buying pussy.
Right. What's good, everybody? It's MasoMoney back with another video. So today, we on the daily channel. I wanted to start bringing up concepts and topics like these because it shows the climate of the world, right? I think this guy is very popular. I think he was on Love and Hip Hop, and he's popular on TikTok. His name is Khaotic, and he's talking about how the new game is almost buying love and buying women. I think that that's wrong, but if you think of the last several songs and people that have gotten a article, right? We in 2026, the song of the summer is what? Spin that shit, spin that shit, spin that shit. But the problem with a lot of this culture of tricking and leading with your money and not looking for love, but leading and living your life through lust is that just because you bought love doesn't mean you bought respect, right? So there definitely is some truth to this. I think that I have a good stance and a good point on this because I have traveled to different countries. I have been to different states. And sometimes you may meet somebody and there's one person who's paying the fee and there's one person who's actually looking and building a connection with people. And I think the more money and the more power and stuff you get, a lot of you'll get lost in the transactions of life, right? You so used to being transactional to get your car, you being transactional to get to a new place. You're being transactional to upgrade your life, but that doesn't change your outlook and how women look at you, right? So he said he loves buying. He loves being in the position of tricking. But the whole problem with the culture that we're in right now is these three things that we have made normal used to be only pimp and hoe lingo. I'm not even saying that in a disrespectful manner. Tricking, all this shit, BNP, running game. That is lingo from an entirely different culture than most of these people live in. But now we got our young ladies, we got our old. Bro, that remind me of this story. Let me tell y'all a story, bro. I'm chilling. I have like a decent audience on social media, stuff like this, right? I meet this girl. I'm texting her off like, I think it's TikTok or Instagram or something, right? So I'm messaging this girl off TikTok, whatever. I get her on FaceTime, and she's dead ass talking about, I'm a young hoe. I'm a young hoe. I'm a young hoe. And I genuinely had to stop her. I'm like, baby, listen. The way that you're leading right now, someone's going to take advantage of you. Because the way that I live, let me explain. Like, the way that a lot of people live is, there's one person who's looking, tricks, all this stuff. They're trying to get over on you. They're trying to pay the fee to lay with you, right? But there's also people who, if you use the wrong words, you're living the wrong way, then people are going to take advantage of it, right? So as I was talking to her, I was just kind of trying to explain to her the way that you're leading. You think this sounds good, but if you talk to people who really have power, all they're doing is you're not going to get as much out of them because you're not being taken seriously, right? You think you're getting a lot out of somebody because they gave you a bag, they gave you this, they gave you that. They've contributed towards your low-level lifestyle. But that bag didn't put a dent in this man's pocket. That bag didn't damage this man's credit. And you didn't learn anything, but you got a physical item and transactionally lowered your value as a person, right? So that's for the lady. For guys, I don't know what this new thing is with us being like completely consumed with women, so much so that we're willing to risk our money, willing to risk our freedom, and not in a manner of going on a date, but it's like sometimes the signs show themselves, right? One of the next videos I'm gonna make is the worst places to take women on a date, right? And there was a crazy 100 word list of places that you can't go, but if you just buy a bag, now you can get everything you want. Now if you just spin that shit, now you can basically just pay. But the thing is, as men progress, as time progresses as a guy, right? Especially younger dudes, right? Like you're in a position where you can't afford to pay this fee. This man whose video we watched, he's obviously way older, right? This is an older guy who has a little bit more life understanding, has made more mistakes, and now has his money together. And he's almost spreading a message that is truthful, but it's damaging to our community and our people, right? Because let's say a young brother who hasn't gotten his life together, hasn't gotten his understanding together, hasn't fixed his vices, still is addicted to porn, still addicted to drinking, still addicted to wasting time. If you tell him these exact same things, this man is going to be going broke by following through on this trick blueprint, right? But if you got real understanding, you could also understand that, yes, there's people who pay money and are transactional, but there's also people who genuinely build connections with people. And if you completely buy into this way of living, yes, you may be able to buy women, right? In Miami, it's easy to buy ladies. You go to these third world countries, Colombia, DR, you can easily buy women. A couple $100, and she's going to be better than every bitch you ever seen. You get what I'm saying? Like, she's going to be on another level than your girl and another level than the people that you had in your normal setting, right? But at the same time, you haven't got the character development as a man, and now you're going to be in a position of no matter how much money, no matter how much power you have, you're going to end up in a position of now everything you live in life is transactional. Now you can't go outside when you don't have your money together. Now you can't even link up with this lady if you're not ready to spend money. And the outlook and mental frame that it does for you damages you in the long haul, right? So yes, you can get what you want to get, but now your entire life is ruled by money. Your entire life is ruled by money. And the goal of this is to understand that you can rule your own life by ruling your own thoughts, right? Money isn't necessarily the best thing, but if all you have to leave with is your money, then you can't really add value to the people around you. Let's say you have no money, but you have skill sets that are worth more than money. You meet a lady, you meet a girl that you like, but you can teach her about health. She's out of shape. You can teach her about health. Y'all can go on jogs. Y'all can go on hikes. You have enough vernacular and you have enough of a thought piece, a mind, that you don't have to leave with your wallet, right? Instead of having to talk to her about how you spending this money, how you about to take her to Chanel, you can actually give her value that's going to lead past y'all relationship. That's going to lead past y'all ups and downs as people, right? People forget people that spend money on them. They may remember the items and things they got them, but someone who's completely rewired and changed a lady, a friend, anyone around you mind, they're going to remember you as the person who taught them something new. So I think that this video has some truthfulness. It's definitely truthful. We're in a generation where we're glorifying spending, we're glorifying wastefulness, we're glorifying excess. But that does not change the power in being the person who has understanding, right? It's hard for a lady to respect you. For a lot of guys, right? I talked to some of my friends, some guys who have lost their girls, who have ended up in bad situations. Shit, it's not happening to me, right? And what you tend to forget as a man, what you tend to forget as you're growing yourself is all of us have vices, right? your partner may not necessarily check you on your vices, but they see your vices, right? If you said you were going to quit smoking months ago, if you said that you were going to quit playing video games 8 hours a day multiple weeks ago, your girl may still fuck you, she may still love you, she may still hug you. But at the end of the day, she also has seen all of this time pass and you not change and stay true to your word. As a man, all you really have is your word. Because even monetarily, even transactionally, the reason why a trick is getting what he gets is because he's saying he's spending that money and physically spending that money, right? You have a girl, you're saying you're going to do this, you're saying you're going to fix this for your relationship. I'm going to be a better man for us because I feel like me and my girl deserve more, right? If you don't hold yourself to that standard and actually make that improvement, then you're doing yourself and them a disservice because they see your flaws. The people around you see when you lie. And it's really hard for us to sit down and say this, right? I'm lying to myself and I'm lying to those around me, and I need to be better. So you can't really fault somebody if they're ready to leave. You can't really fault somebody if they don't respect you as much because you said there was things that you were going to do and you didn't complete that task. And that's something that you need to fix within yourself. We all end up in that situation. We all fix and learn and grow from that. It's just, do you keep going back or do you make that adjustment? Right? So to go back to this video, let's watch this one more time. Let's watch this one more time because he's talking about the transactional relationship and transactional nature of the time we're in right now, but we're glorifying it, right? It's almost like it used to be a small subset of people, 5% of people, way back when, that used to be tricking and hoeing. Oh, no, it's a storm out here, y'all. The power went. Okay, it's back on. But, like what I'm saying, like, that used to be a small subset of people that will go through these things. Now it's almost more normal than it's not, right? To be cheated on, to be a cheater, to not be in relationships. Polygamy. That didn't used to be a thing. That used to be getting married, especially in the black culture, right? Of course, this content that we're watching is obviously black culturally based, but strong, rich, successful men in the black culture can usually get women from other places, right? I've been to Greece, I've been to Germany, I've been to these places, and it's usually way easier for you to attract people because how are you even here? You know what I'm saying? They respect that, and if you pay the fee, they'll lay with you. You know the difference about a trick and someone who's P, right? Who's pimping, whatever. It's the same thing both ways, right? You pay the fee to lay with me. But if you're paying a woman, sometimes she's doing it for herself, sometimes she's doing and receiving your money for the man and lifestyle she loves. It's just a baseline of respect and a baseline of the transaction that's making either you better or you're making her better. Let's watch this video one more time and we're going to close this out. Let's see what he had to say. And this guy's very popular. I think he was loving hip hop. He's been on a lot of shows. And is Miami rich, right? Some people got money, but he's Miami rich. All right, let's get into it.
What's the hardest part about dating in Miami?
The hardest part about dating in Miami is all the girls selling pussy. It's not dating no more.
Every girl is out here selling.
My cousins, my sisters, man, niggas' mamas, everybody out here in Miami, from the mamas to the daughters to the everybody selling pussy.
How the hell did you come to that conclusion?
Cause I done bought all the pussy in Miami.
So you buy?
I done bought Spanish pussy, black pussy, Chinese pussy, Australian pussy, European pussy, fucking, like, dog, I done even bought fucking German pussy.
What happened to finding your wife, meeting her out, taking her on a date, and then seeing if something real happens?
That shit don't exist no more. That shit is extinct, bro, like dinosaurs. Wives is like dinosaurs. The is extinct. You either buying the pussy or you ain't getting it.
Is it that you see a girl and you're like, here's $2,000, come, let's go have fun?
I mean, you could go that way, where you just get the cash for the ass. But some girls, you buy them stuff, like you take them to Chanel, you take them out to the nice restaurants, you might buy them cars, you might pay their bills. It's like all kind of different ways to trick. I'm a trick.
You're a proud trick.
Trick or treat, give me something good to eat.
For people who don't know what tricking is, what does it mean?
Tricking is when you spend your money on the to get the pussy.
So why do you think there's a lot of shame in tricking?
Because niggas can't afford to do it.
Right. So he kind of explained it. It's almost, he said wives and love may be a thing of past because everything is so transactional. I think also to build on what he was saying, right? One last point. If you go on social media and stuff, social media didn't used to be a commonality. It didn't used to be all the ladies. The best women that I've talked to have been ones who don't utilize social media that much. Because the problem with media is it breeds comparison. And comparison is the thief of all joy. So if you stay up in this loop of watching others, seeing men who have improved their life to be able to trick on a level of money that you haven't gotten yet, on a level of understanding that you haven't received yet, you can either be inspired or make decisions that are negatively affecting your own life. So you got to learn from these people, because I'm not mad at this man for tricking. He's tricking and he's getting what he wants. He's paying the fee that he wants for his lifestyle. If you can maintain your life and spend your money frivolously on women, I probably would spend it on my family. I would probably spend it on improving my knowledge. I wouldn't make my entire lifestyle image tricking, right? But at the same time, there's value in this. There's relationships and things that he's built that you cannot build without money. There's some women out here that everybody wants that you can't get if you're not willing to pay the money. It may be negative, you may be hateful, you may dislike this lifestyle, but you have to acknowledge that there is a sector of the world and a sector of people and a culture that has grown for this. There's men who have been broke and who have gotten rich off pimping and tricking. I'm not saying it's the right lifestyle. I just want you to acknowledge which man or which lifestyle you're closer to. Are you spending money? Do you really want to go out with that girl? Or are you spending this money in hopes of getting a chance to buy some pussy? Okay, you have to think about that, right? Do you really love this girl and do you really want to build her? Or are you not willing to spend money and you want this to be swift? The more and more time you spend with somebody, obviously, they have to acclimate to your lifestyle, right? Whether you're broke or rich. Some men teach women, some men leech from women. It's a thin line, and love, understanding, and respect is usually the boundaries and barriers that allow for you to grow from it, right? So let me know what y'all think about this video. And what do y'all think about his stance on our new culture of spending that shit? Okay, I'm MasoMoney. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. Check out some of my other channels too, all right? I'll see y'all in the next video, man.